Traditional Chinese medicine includes a range of traditional Chinese practices operating in China. Traditional Chinese medicine theory is extremely complex and originated thousands of years ago through meticulous observation of nature, the cosmos, and the human body. Following a macro philosophy of disease, traditional Chinese diagnostics are based on overall observation of human symptoms rather than micro-level laboratory tests.
Anyhow, I'm sick. I need a doctor.
There are 4 types of traditional Chinese medicine diagnostic methods: observe, hear and smell, ask about background, and touching.
My nose is stuffed. 我的鼻子堵. I have a light cough and like a ganmao.
Techniques include asking the patient about their problems and personal habits.
Back is really sore.
Observations of patient's tongue, their voice, their hair, face, eyes, ears. Palpitation of the patient's pulse diagnosis. In pulse diagnosis, the fingers become the receptors that transfer the information of the heartbeat graphically into a more concrete image.
So by body, do you know what's wrong? 我的身体有什么问题？
感冒属于我们中医所的外感风热啊，我就可以开中药呢，用那个清热解毒祛湿啊。你可以到对面药房捡药。
谢谢连医生，再见。
Western people, as a consequence of 2,000 years of intellectual tradition, persists in the habit of making causal connection. This is probably the biggest obstacle to an adequate appreciation of Chinese science in general, and Chinese medicine in particular. Traditional Chinese medicine is largely based on the philosophical concept that the human body is a small universe with a set of complete and sophisticated interconnected systems, and that those systems usually work in balance to maintain the healthy function of the human body. Unlike the Western anatomical model, which divides the physical body into parts, the Chinese model is more concerned with function. Thus, in traditional Chinese medicine, the spleen is not a specific piece of flesh, but an aspect of function related to transformation and transportation within the body, and of the mental function of thinking and studying. Within China, there has been a great deal of cooperation between traditional Chinese medicine practitioners and Western medicine. Outside of China, the relationship between traditional Chinese medicine and Western medicine is more contentious. While more and more medical schools are including classes on alternative medicine in their curricula, older Western doctors and scientists are more likely to be skeptical about traditional Chinese medicine, perhaps thinking it's archaic pseudoscience or superstition. Most Chinese in China do not see traditional Chinese medicine and Western science as being in conflict. In cases of emergency or a crisis situation, there is generally no reluctance in using conventional Western medicine. At the same time, belief in Chinese medicine remains strong in the area of maintaining health. As a simple example, you see a Western doctor if you have acute appendicitis. But you exercise or take Chinese herbs to keep your body healthy enough to prevent appendicitis or to recover more quickly from surgery. Traditional Chinese medicine practice includes such treatments as auriculotherapy, cupping, herbal medicine, moxibustion, and acupuncture.
Well, just like everywhere in the world, doctors' prescriptions are indecipherable to us. At least in Chinese, I have an excuse for it. Now, one of the interesting things about the Chinese pharmacy and traditional Chinese medicine for me is if you walk into a Western pharmacy, basically the pharmacist disappears somewhere behind the counter, does something with pill jars, and then comes back out with your prescription. But here in China, you can actually see all the drawers and the scales around me, and they're going to weigh out the medicine in front of me and let me actually see what's going into my medicine. So it's kind of neat. It's like fresh medicine in a sense. Hello.
Hello. Okay.
你好. I'm hoping you can teach me a little bit about some of these medicines. I have my prescription here.
呢個係連翹，
Okay, so this looks like seeds, like dried seeds.
佢主要係清熱解毒嘅，都係解表之類嘅。
In China, herbal medicine is considered as the primary therapeutic modality of internal medicine. Of the approximately 500 Chinese herbs that are in use today, 250 are very commonly used. Rather than being prescribed individually, single herbs are combined into formulas that are designed to adapt to specific needs of individual patients. An herbal formula can contain anywhere from 3 to 25 herbs. As with diet therapy, each herb has one or more of the 5 flavors and functions, and one of the 5 temperatures, which are hot, warm, neutral, cool, and cold. After the herbalist determines the energetic temperature and functional state of the patient's body, he or she prescribes a mixture of herbs tailored to balance disharmony.
Well, as cross-cultural exchanges between China and Canada and other Western countries have increased, so has interest in Chinese medicine. And I'm here today because I want to try out the real thing for myself. I'm going to get acupuncture. You'll see it done on me. And I'm kind of excited about this. I've wanted to try this for many years. We're going to give it a shot. Ni hao, I'm here for my appointment.
Hello.
Hi.
你好。
So I just lie down?
Yeah. Your neck is very uncomfortable.
Yeah, my neck and my upper back are sore.
It's very tense, open. Yeah.
I'm a little bit nervous.
You relax. The acupuncture is a little pain.
Okay. Just a little 一点点?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not too bad.
Yeah. Okay.
It's basically just like shoving a small pin or thumbtack into your body.
Acupuncture is a technique in which the practitioner inserts fine needles into specific points on the patient's body. Usually about a dozen pressure points are needled in one session, although the number of needles used may range anywhere from just 1 or 2 to 20 or more. The intended effect is to increase circulation and balance energy within the body.
I feel a bit like a condemned prisoner.
You feel hot.
Yeah, a little warm. Yeah. Well, these are the little guys that were inside of me, and despite what it may look like, it's actually not an uncomfortable experience. It doesn't hurt much when they put it in. You feel a very, very tiny prick, not like a needle or an injection or anything, just a tiny prick. The only part that does hurt a little bit is when they wiggle it a bit to make sure that it's properly in place. Afterwards, when they hook in the electricity, I mean, when you're lying face down, you kind of have these pictures in your head of somebody hooking up a car battery or something to you. But it's not like that at all. Actually, when the electricity starts flowing, it just feels like a light kind of pulse. Actually, just a very, very light sort of massage on your neck. A very pleasant feeling, especially when they add the heat lamp. You feel very warm and comfortable and getting sort of a light massage. So I know it looks a bit iffy from the other side of the camera, but it's actually quite pleasant and I can vouch for it.